If you want to see me swatch the Norvina palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, I am looking forward to swatching the Norvina. This palette is a palette that I really did not think that I was going to own from ABH. And I've talked about it before, and it is a couple of reasons. One of them is I was worried that the velvet was going to get all messed up. And I also don't aesthetically like the way the name Norvina looks on the velvet packaging. And I was even thinking, if I get this palette, how am I going to cover up that name? Maybe with a metal plate, with something else that says on the front or what. But after the Jackie Aina palette, where I really like the inside a ton, regardless of any other associations with the palette, and I do really like the cover of the Jackie Aina palette, I have to say. It is a fantastic palette, by the way. But that experience with the Jackie Aina made me, it just convinced me that I think I can have a similar good experience with this one, regardless of whether or not I like the name of the palette, and both based on the sound of the name and also based on the visual look of the name. So I got over it and got the palette, and of course Anastasia had some fantastic deals in the March-April timeframe, which is when I actually got these palettes. I got them progressively over weeks, but you're seeing them all appear on the channel at once. It was actually quite progressive. And I went with a couple. I was really satisfied with what I was seeing, and then I went for a couple more. It was very, like I said, very progressive. But here is the palette. And I know I'm very late to the game with this palette, but I figure a lot of us are. We don't necessarily get everything when it's first released, and this one is going to be around for a while, I am sure. So we have, oh, there's a little bit of transfer here. We have 7 shimmers and metallics on the top, and then we have 7 mattes on the bottom, and I really like that kind of configuration with ABH. Now, not all palettes have that. I'm pretty sure Subculture is kind of mixed around, which I love the Subculture, so obviously it's not bothering me. But we are going to go with the top row and then the bottom row, I think. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go with the sparkly ones first and then go into the mattes afterwards. So let's go with Dreamer, Summer, Wild Child, and Rose Gold. We'll do those first 4, and I'll go in twice, and they feel great as ABH shadows usually do. But that Rose Gold, oh, that Rose Gold is really soft. Really, really soft. So here are the 4. Wow, this is Dreamer. That is beautiful. This is Summer. That is also beautiful. And then we have Wild Child. That's quite pretty. Now this one is a color that I would expect in this purple lavender type palette. And then this one is Rose Gold, and that is definitely Rose Gold. So out of these first 4, the 2 that I would think are kind of on theme is the first and the third one. I don't think that Rose Gold fits that much, nor do I think this kind of coppery beige tone works either, but who am I? Who am I? Let's just see how the rest of it goes. Holy cow, look at that pinky. Wow. Okay, let's go for a second swatch of each, although I'm going to lightly because I don't think it's needed all that much. It's almost more for form than necessity here. All right. Nice. Okay, I'm pretty happy with these. Let me wipe my fingers, although I just want to keep staring at them. And we are going to go for the next 4. Actually, I'm going to do the next 3 and spare the pinky, and then we'll go into the second row. So we have Celestial, Dazzling, and Drama. So let's do those three, and Celestial looks so good. Okay, so here are the three fingers, and let's get to swatching. Yep, I like Celestial. But I mean, I got the palette because I'm a sucker for purples, even though there are only 2 purples in the palette. Dazzling and now Drama. Oh yeah, Drama is super nice. Okay, I take it back. There's another purple in here. I wasn't sure, but yes, it's a purple. It's like an aubergine. It's like an aubergine. I hate saying aubergine. It seems really weird to me. Aubergine. Okay, Celestial. Dazzling is definitely dazzling. It's just not, doesn't fit with my idea of the Norvina palette. So here we go for the second go. Oh, love Celestial. And that was Dazzling, and this is Drama. Okay, getting rid of the excess. Now we can see the swatches better. All right, and the fingers look beautiful. This one, holy cow. And actually, I quite like Drama as well. Yeah, really, really pretty colors. All right, we're going to the mattes next. And for the mattes, we're going to do 4 to begin with. So we have Base, Soul, Incense, and Love. So let's get those swatched. And Base is very much a neutral beige. Soul, this kind of periwinkle color, I am so excited about. Incense, and actually Eccentric that's coming up, I'm kind of not big on, but it is what it is. Okay, so these are the 4. And so we have Base, pretty self-explanatory about what that is meant for. And Soul, the periwinkle, kind of a light gray purple, well, lavender. And now we have Incense, which meh, camel color again, just like the Amrezy, whatever, not my jam. And then Love. And that one I don't mind. Okay, let's go for a second go at those colors. Nothing, it's never too exciting to look at what's left for a matte. Well, I won't say never, but often not too exciting. Okay, second pass, Base, and Soul. Okay, that works. Just working in the matte usually works better. And Love. That third one was Incense, and now the 4th one is Love. Okay, and I like ABH mattes. I don't mind how powdery they are. I think they work their way onto the eye beautifully. So I have no issue with the ABH mattes ever, subculture or otherwise. I love them all. I still, subculture is up there. I have to say that if I only had to pick one palette so far, as in if I had to pick one palette out of all the ABH that I have, I would probably pick the Jackie Aina. Okay, and we are going for the last 3. So we have Volatile, Eccentric, and Passion. So let's do those 3. Volatile, I know I will like because I like Mercury from the subculture. Eccentric is one of those, again, kind of pukey brown colors, so I'm not huge on those. But anyway, these are the last 3. So we have Volatile. Oh, yeah, I knew I'd love this one. It's beautiful. Eccentric, whoops, a little bit off on the side here with this Eccentric. My forearm bone messed with my guidance here a little bit, and then Passion. And Passion I will definitely like. A burgundy base to a brown I usually quite like. Okay, so we have these last three. And if I am poo-pooing your favorite color, you let it be your favorite color. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean anything. It's just my opinion. You know, I'm swatching my palette, telling you what I like about my palette and what I don't like so much about my palette. There we go. Although this one I don't think needs a second swatch. Yeah, it stands on its own on the first one. So that was Volatile. This is Eccentric again, and Passion. Oh, Passion is so much nicer on the second go. Okay, so this is the Norvina. And it is so weird that it is considered a purple palette, right? It's not really. I mean, there are just a handful of colors that make it purple. I mean, that go with the purple family. So we have Wild Child. We have this one, which is Celestial. Then we have Drama, Soul, and to go with these other ones, we have Love. And then this one, Passion, is a stretch. So we don't have that many colors that are kind of supporting a purple look, really, when you get down to it. I mean, for all the complaining there was about the ultraviolet, there's more in the ultraviolet than there is in this palette. I find that kind of ironic, but anyway, maybe that's just me. Let me know. So what do I think? Well, I told you what I think about the purples, but I'm going to say that unlike what I usually think, I think I might be more excited about the shimmers in this palette than I am about the mattes. Although, well, no, I'm going to say it's more like a tie. It's more like a tie. Oh, and this one, the first one, I should say, Dreamer, is a duochrome. Just in case you hadn't picked that up on camera. Yeah, I'm usually a little bit more partial to the mattes because the matte formula in EBH is what I like the most, but there are a couple of these shimmers that really catch my attention quite a bit. And you knew already that Periwinkle was going to be a favorite of mine, I think. Wonder what this one would look like with Optimized from the Ultraviolet as a combined look. I'm already thinking of combining palettes. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, let me know what you think of the swatches. Let me know what you think of the Norvina palette. Do you have it? Is it on your wish list? I would love to hear. Thank you in advance for your comments. I read all of them and I really appreciate them. And with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.